¿Qué onda, mi gente? Breaking news. Messi silences haters with magical goal after journalist claims he needs a wheelchair. Vancouver humiliates Inter Miami in Champions Cup semifinal, but our Pink Warriors bounce back with epic revenge against Red Bulls. Young fan sprints past security to meet Messi, and you won't believe what happened next. Busquets dropped truth bombs about our club World Cup chances. Barcelona's Champions League thriller ends in heartbreak, while Lamine Yamal continues to be compared to a young Messi. Wait until you see the insane La Familia celebration after our victory against New York Red Bulls. Let's hit 1,000 likes, and I'll drop a special video on Lamine Yamal, the next king after Messi. This is Inter Miami Buzz, bringing you the hottest news of the week. Brew some mate and make yourself comfortable. Let's dive into these explosive stories. The dream is over, hermanos. Vancouver Whitecaps stunned our Pink Warriors with a 3-1 win at Chase Stadium, eliminating Inter Miami from the CONCACAF Champions Cup with a brutal 5-1 aggregate score. Things started perfectly when Alba scored in the 9th minute, giving us early hope of a comeback. The build-up was pure Barcelona DNA, Busquets to Messi to Suárez to Alba. But then, disaster struck. Vancouver scored 3 unanswered goals in the second half, completely shattering our dreams. Coach Mascherano didn't sugarcoat it. It hurts because we wanted to reach the final. We have to accept they were better. That's some serious honesty from our coach. The most painful stat? Vancouver scored 2 goals in just 3 minutes to knock the wind out of our sails. Brian White and Pedro Vide turned our hopes into dust faster than you can say, what a disaster. But here's the million-dollar question. Is this elimination just a bump in the road, or a sign our aging stars can't keep up? Drop your thoughts in the comments. After the Vancouver disaster, the haters came out like sharks smelling blood. Mexican journalist Alvaro Morales claimed Leo Messi should retire right now. If FIFA wants Messi at the next World Cup, they'll need to buy him a wheelchair. The criticism didn't stop there. One fan wrote, "As an Inter Miami supporter since its founding, I want Messi out of my club. Please Beckham, tell him to find a new club." Another brutal comment. To hell with that crybaby Messi. And hermanos, you should see the haters attacking Messi on my TikTok account. With over 15,000 followers now, my most viral clips are hitting 3 million views. And these keyboard warriors are leaving thousands of nasty comments. If you want to join the battle, follow me there. I'm going live from our next home game with a special guest I'll be announcing soon. My last live stream during the Red Bulls match, almost 10,000 people were watching the action. Even Warren Barton on Fox Sports joined the pile-on. Vancouver exposed Inter Miami's weaknesses. They can't run, they can't defend, and there's no balance in the team. But wait, mi gente, if our stars are supposedly too old, how do you explain what happened against the Red Bulls? Those critics must have been choking on their words when they saw what came next. Just when the critics were ready to bury us, Messi and our Pink Warriors delivered the perfect response with a dominant 4-1 victory over New York Red Bulls. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement. Fafa Picault opened the scoring after just 9 minutes, then Marcelo Weigand doubled our lead at the 30-minute mark, and Suárez, who supposedly can't run, made it 3-0 before halftime. And Messi, the man they said should retire, he delivered a masterclass with a beautiful solo goal that would make even his Barcelona fans nostalgic, cutting through defenders like they were standing still. What an incredible goal. The stats tell the whole story. 52.8% possession and only 9 fouls committed compared to New York's 15. Our Pink Warriors played like a team with something to prove. This win lifted us to 3rd place in the Eastern Conference with 21 points from 10 games. Not bad for a team that's supposedly too old to compete, right? I bet those critics are real quiet now. Tell me, hermanos, which version is the real Inter Miami? The team that crumbled against Vancouver, or the one that demolished the Red Bulls? The most viral moment from the Red Bulls game wasn't any of the goals. It was when a young fan sprinted past security to meet his idol. 4 security guards chased this kid, finally catching him just a few feet from Messi. But then, something magical happened. Our captain waved them off, allowing the boy to take a selfie with him. The crowd went wild, chanting Messi, Messi. as the GOAT showed why he's not just the greatest player, but also has the biggest heart in sports. Remember when the MLS banned Messi's personal bodyguard, Yassine Chouko, from the sidelines earlier this season? Many fans worried about his safety, but Messi handled this situation with total class. Even NFL superstar Patrick Mahomes, who was in Miami for the Formula One Grand Prix, couldn't help but react to Messi's brilliance both on and off the field. What would you have done in Messi's position? Let security take the kid away or give him his moment of a lifetime? Let me know in the comments. Dropping some truth bombs. Sergio Busquets just admitted what many of us were thinking about the upcoming FIFA Club World Cup. It's clear that we're not at the level to compete in the Club World Cup, but we'll try to compete in the group, take it game by game, fight, and hopefully move on to the next round. That's some brutal honesty from our midfield maestro. Inter Miami's first match against Egyptian powerhouse Al Ahly on June 14th at Hard Rock Stadium, the official tournament opener. Egyptian legend Essam El Hadari says this game has the entire Arab world hyped. I can tell you everyone is speaking about this match in the media, buying plane tickets. It's occupying everyone's minds. Al Ahly is taking this super seriously. They've already signed 4 new players specifically for the Club World Cup. That's how much they want to beat Messi on the world stage. Meanwhile, the Club World Cup is facing drama of its own. The Court of Arbitration for Sport has officially upheld FIFA's decision to exclude Club Lyon from the tournament. LAFC and Club America will now face off in a one-off playoff on May 31st, with the winner joining Chelsea, Flamengo, and Esperance in Group D. The stakes couldn't be higher. We're talking about a $10 million payday just for qualifying. Do you think Busquets is being too honest about our chances, or is this the reality check we needed? Drop your thoughts below. While we're talking about Barcelona, let's switch to the craziest Champions League semifinal in years. Inter Milan knocked out Barcelona in an absolute thriller that ended 7-6 on aggregate. The second leg at San Siro was pure madness. Inter came back from 2-0 down to lead 3-2, only for Rafinha to equalize with 3 minutes left. But Francesco Acerbi saved the day, forcing extra time where Davide Fratesi scored the winner. And now we know who they'll face in the final in Munich on May 31st. PSG beat Arsenal to set up an epic France versus Italy showdown. It'll be the first final without English, Spanish, or German clubs since Porto versus Monaco back in 2004. Social media exploded after the Barcelona-Inter match, with fans calling it the best game of football ever. One user wrote, "I would argue that's probably the best game of football ever. Definitely the best tie ever." Thought the France-Argentina World Cup final wouldn't be topped for a while. Was this really the greatest Champions League tie ever? Drop your ranking in the comments. The football world is buzzing about Barcelona's 17-year-old phenom, Lamine Yamal, with some claiming he's already better than teenage Messi and Ronaldo. Manchester United legend Rio Ferdinand didn't hold back. At this age, he's ahead of Cristiano, he's ahead of Messi. His stats alone, he's had 100 appearances at 17. These guys were nowhere near that. But when asked about the comparisons, Yamal showed wisdom beyond his years. I don't compare myself to him. This comparison thing makes no sense. Furthermore, with Messi, who is the best in history. And guess what? Messi himself is impressed with Yamal and Barcelona under new coach Hansi Flick. According to Suárez, Messi still watches all Barca matches and is happy with their success under Flick. Leo told me he's very surprised and proud because the team has recovered its identity. Despite the Champions League disappointment, Barcelona still has a chance to win La Liga. Could we see Yamal become the next great Barcelona legend? Or will he eventually follow Messi's path and bring his talents to MLS someday? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Former Inter Miami striker Josef Martínez has revealed how Messi completely transformed the club. In a bombshell interview, the Venezuelan said, "When I joined Inter Miami, it was El Combate, the Combat FC. When it became official, Messi's signing, it went from being the worst team in MLS to the Real Madrid of MLS. Martínez described the crazy scene at Messi's first training session. Before Messi's first training session, not even people on Instagram knew us, not even the club's own journalist came. That was the first time I met my godfather, and people who didn't even know I existed were writing to me. Outside, there were 1,000 journalists, when before, we had seen maybe one. And there were 50,000 people at the first training session. It changed overnight. He even threw some shade at Robert Taylor, saying, "Taylor couldn't score on God himself. Messi arrived and he became the team's top scorer. Everyone's level rose." Martínez added that Messi's debut game was next level. Derek Jeter was there, Serena Williams, even LeBron James. If those people go to see that guy, Messi, just imagine how great he is. How much has Messi's arrival changed your perception of MLS? Let me know in the comments. Now, let's look ahead to our next challenge. This Saturday, May 10th, Inter Miami travels to Allianz Field to take on Minnesota United. After that dominant Red Bulls performance, Mascherano's squad is fired up, with the coach saying, "Inter Miami always fights at the highest level." He also praised Yannick Bright's work rate, saying, "When he has to come off, it's because he's completely spent. He runs so much." Minnesota just signed our former player, Julian Gressel, so expect some extra spice in this matchup. They're sitting near the top of the Western Conference, making this a potential MLS Cup preview. Will Messi continue his scoring form? Can Suárez build on his first goal in weeks? These are the questions that make this weekend's clash absolutely unmissable. What's your score prediction for Saturday's match? Drop it in the comments, and let's see who gets it right. Now check out this incredible fan atmosphere from La Familia supporter group after our victory against the Red Bulls. The passion of these fans is unreal. What a roller coaster week for our Pink Warriors. From the heartbreak of Champions Cup elimination to the redemption against Red Bulls, this team keeps us on the edge of our seats. Don't forget, if we reach 1,000 likes, I'll drop that special video on Lamine Yamal. Is he truly the heir to Messi's throne, or just another hyped up wonder kid? If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and share this video with your fellow Inter Miami fans. Let's grow this community of Pink Warrior supporters. And as always, feel the pulse, catch the buzz. See you next week, hermanos.